All right, class, back to our lesson and almost done. We're working on our flashcards. Last lesson, I think I was in a bit of a rush and I left off two flashcards, lubrication and friction. So for friction, you want to write friction up in the top left-hand corner, and then on the back, the definition, which is a force that occurs between the surfaces of two objects that are touching. So I'll say it again slowly. A force that occurs between the surfaces of two objects that are touching. And at the bottom there, you want to write this sentence. There is a force of friction on a block on a ramp even when the block is not moving. So when you have a block on a ramp and it's not moving, there's still friction. So there is a force of friction on a block on a ramp even when the block is not moving. So that's what you have for friction right now. Next you have lubricate. A substance that reduces friction between two objects in contact. So any lubricant is something that reduces friction. Oil, soap, water, anything that's gonna make something more slippery is a lubricant. For today's lesson, we have oppose, and as you can see, these two arrows are going in opposite directions. They're opposing each other. So write oppose and then draw a picture of two arrows opposing each other, going in opposite directions. And on the back, verb to work against. And finally, contact force. So contact force. On the back, the definition, a push or a pull between two objects that are touching each other. So a push or a pull between two objects that are touching each other. And then on the front, write an example of a contact force in the classroom. So my example was a contact force in the classroom is the force of my pen writing on the paper. When I push the pen on the paper and make words, that's a form of a contact force.